this could be interesting. It's a short video. It's not too long. And then this should, I think this should probably give us time for one more video before I have to call it the night. I am gonna give you fair warning, chat. No Scott tonight. I'm not doing a Scott video tonight. But don't worry, I've got a content creator equally as good that I think you'll enjoy. So don't worry. Alright.
This TikTok prankster is about to get thrown in prison for his recent content.
Okay. Oh no. What is he doing? Oh dear God in heaven, I know what he's about to do here. He's about to walk up to a deep fryer. Yeah, he's about to walk up to a deep fryer with this bag of ice and dump it in. Holy shit. No, it is not Johnny Somali. This is Wolfie Coletti. He is about to go dump ice into a deep fryer, I bet. And Eki, don't worry, I've got something good. But that will if that's actually what he's doing, and I am terrified that's what he's doing, he'll nuke this whole fucking restaurant doing that.
What tacos at the egg roll?
No.
Hey!
No expression!
Sometimes you just have to laugh at people for being so worthless
No.
that this is what they give to society.
No, I don't have to laugh. I'm actually surprised that someone in that kitchen did not, that when he walked into the kitchen with a bag of ice, when he started approaching that deep fryer, I am surprised somebody didn't swing and bash his face in when he started doing that. Because what he just did could have killed everyone in that building. When you, for anyone in chat that does not know, and I'm guessing a lot of people in chat already know. Yeah, you throw ice in a deep fryer, the deep fryer basically explodes and sets everything on fire, and it's like a grease fire, which you can't put out with water. It basically erupts in flames. They may have been stun-locked. I wish one of them had just reacted and just hit him in the face with one of those fry baskets. But yeah, what he did is insanely dangerous. And he could have killed everyone in that kitchen in seconds. Yeah, but it more likely he went on fire because you heard the smoke detector going off as he was walking out. Completely stone-faced, mind you. He didn't even have an expression. That was the expression of a psychopath. That's not a prankster. He walked out. He had no expression on his face. Look at this.
Sometimes you just have to...
He has no expression. This man's a psychopath. He has absolutely no expression. He walked in, probably had this expression the whole time, and potentially could have killed a lot of people in there. And no expression. You're goddamn right he needs to go to prison. His ass needs to be locked up for a long time, and he needs to go under psychiatric evaluation immediately. And why he did it is because he obviously has no value for human life. He doesn't need the book. He needs the book thrown at his face multiple times. That is a very punchable face.
Sometimes you just have to
It was the fire door. That's why the alarm went off. It was the fire door that he opened.
laugh at people for being so worthless that this is what they give to society. This guy is like the newest addition to the current race to the
And
bottom
no,
when
I'm
it
not
comes to
laughing.
influencers who will do anything for 30 seconds of attention on the internet, clearly going to the lengths of filming themselves committing crimes and completely disregarding everyone around him so he can just get his content. Essentially, he's rooting thousands of dollars of equipment, causing potentially a massive dangerous mess for the employees. It's nighttime, so these employees likely just want to go home and sleep or be with their families, but instead now they're forced to
Sex, given that it's a kitchen, the fire extinguisher, I have my doubts that the fire door opening would trigger the fire extinguish system. I would wager that if there is any inlaid fire extinguish equipment in the ceilings, my guess is they would be triggered via like smoke detection versus the fire door opening. I very highly. Oh, if it catches fire. Oh, I see what you mean. Yes. Okay. Yeah. If that caught fire, again, there's a question of whether or not, because it's a kitchen, there's a question of whether or not the fire suppression system would be water-based or CO2 based. In a kitchen like that, I would wager the fire suppression would be CO2 based versus water based. Specifically because of the fryers. I think from a safety standpoint, I don't think you could install standard sprinkler head fire suppression systems specifically because of that. Halon gas is, yeah, fire foe. Yeah. Oh, okay, I see 6. Wait, you're just basically talking about the fire suppression system kicking in and this causing thousands of dollars of damage because it was utilized. I gotcha. And yeah, Halon can be because it basically sucks all the oxygen out. Okay, if he's done more than this, I think I might flip my shit here shortly.
to clean up this dangerous mess. And this is all because a waste of human space thinks his content is more important than the time of others. But obviously, he ran out before the outcome happened. So this is what actually happens when you put ice cubes in a fryer. The restaurant likely had to be evacuated, but what this guy is too stupid to realize, though, is he just filmed himself tampering with other people's food, which could be years in prison. And depending on what's
beyond tampering with people's food, it was a safety hazard. He could be charged with in numerous counts of assault or depending on where he's at. I mean, it would depend on where he's at on what the type of charge would be. It would be various versions of assault, dangerous conduct, putting people's lives in danger. You know, I don't know what specific charges for his area might be. There are numerous charges he could be filed with, not to mention the restaurant suing the ever-living fuck out of him for repairs. Like, he's done. He's fucking done. Yeah, surprised and yeah. Should customers fortunately if you fight them, even if self-defense using play would get in trouble rather than the perpetrator. An anime guy, that is a huge problem when it comes to employees of corporate businesses. Abso-fucking-lutely. 100%. That is a huge problem where the corporations will fuck their employees at the drop of a hat. Yeah, cheerleader from the Waffle House. Yeah. Oh yeah, it's like we're going towards a violent version of Idiocracy. Waffle House already is a Tekken stage. Or wait, no, didn't they do that? Didn't they actually? Did they do that, or was it modders that did that? Those who are confronting adults in prison. Couch Potato, I think I know, I'm thinking, is it the kid that he hides behind his bodyguard whenever he gets confronted? If that's the one you're thinking about, he's not a kid anymore, he's like in his 20s, I believe. If it's the same one that I think you're talking about. Like, he would confront an adult or something, and then as soon as they would snap back, yeah, he's actually in his 20s now, but he's still doing it, and he still hides behind his bodyguard every time. I'm blanking on his name. I forget his name. That's how important he is. I forget his name. But yeah, he's still doing it, and he still hides behind his bodyguard like a little bitch every time someone confronts him.
State he's in, he can get anywhere from a serious fine to 20 years in prison if that grease actually injured people. And he filmed himself doing so. So there's no question about if he did it or not. The upside, attention. The worst possible downside, 20 years of prison. What a...
And prosecutors are going, thank you so much for providing your own evidence of your crime, sir. Thank you so much.
Terrible risk to reward ratio. Meanwhile, he puts the employees at risk. He probably raises the insurance rates for this location. I don't even think he realizes how much of a disaster this is for this location simply because he wanted some attention for TikTok. Wow. Well, this is far from his only horrible video.
You guys have a bathroom?
7287.
What the actual fuck?
What can I get for you? Want a burrito? I got you.
What? How is any employee letting him do this? There's gotta be at least a half a dozen employees standing around there. How the hell is he able to do all this? This doesn't make any fucking sense right now. This makes no fucking sense. Like, he put a sandwich into the fryer. Right there, employees should have been all over him. But now he's serving customers. No. I don't buy that. Plutel, I don't buy that. There would be at least a couple of employees in this fast food business that will go, you don't work here. And, there would be at least a couple of them. Streamer is harassing a tour. Yes. Yeah, anime guy, I remember that. And, I thought I thought it was not that the streamer tried to sue him. I thought the streamer died. Like, a prankster, like, tried to prank a guy, and the guy shot him in fear of his life. And he was found acquitted of all charges. Unless this is a totally separate thing. So, okay, so this is something totally separate. Okay, this is a separate incident. Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, exactly, house guest. This is, yeah. He did say he would do it again. But yeah, house guest, you're right. I mean, in fast food places like this, they know if there's a new employee because they are introduced to them. So, how is he able to do all this? And yeah, I don't doubt this streamer said he would do it again because they don't learn. Yeah, with this, I wonder if standard operating procedure for these employees is if someone does this, do not interfere and just call the police. So maybe they're under orders by the corporation that if someone comes behind the counter like this, you just get the hell out of their way and you call the police. We'll see.
This just gives me Mizzy vibes. It's like, wow, congratulations, you can also be a burden to society if you choose to. But Mizzy lived in the UK, and he actually ended up spending months in jail. This guy's in the US. We're known for giving out a little bit harsher penalties here, so it'll be interesting to see what happens to this guy. But what I hate about these people is for some reason they just love to harass minimum wage workers, because in so many cases, they're extremely overworked and underpaid, and they don't deserve this kind of treatment, because society literally relies on them to function. So it's just beyond garbage that he's taken this out on them.
Well, he takes it out of him and streamers like him take it out on these minimum wage workers specifically because, like you said, anime guy, they know that the corporations tell their employees they are not allowed to fight back or do anything to stop a customer who acts like this. And if they do, they'll get fired. So that gives assholes like this carte blanche to do whatever the fuck they want, because they know the employees can't do anything about it for risk of being fired. And unfortunately, as shitty of a job as it might be, where they are grossly underpaid and they're worked off their seat for next to nothing, it's all they've got, and they have to pay their bills. And the asshole, absolute scum like this know it. They know they can't be. They know that that these employees are under orders not to confront them. And but sometimes you will. Whoa. I'll thank you for the follow, Auntie Valder. Thank you so much. But sometimes you will get an employee that just says, fuck this shit, and will go to town on some dumb idiot who decides to jump the counter or something. That turns into the person fucked around and found out. And I mean, the Waffle House people, like, they don't fucking care. The people that work at a Waffle House know that when they go to work, they're walking into a war, so they're already ready for it.
But if you thought he was finished, apparently not.
The hell? Oh god. And this one he's getting away with because obviously this is a very quiet time of day. And so there's no one around. He's doing this because he saw there was no one around and he knew he could get away with it. You know what? I'm wondering if this store is going out of business. Look at all of these empty shelves. Look at how fucking empty this is. Yeah, that monitor was already off. Like, look at how empty. Look at how empty that fridge is. Look at. I'm wondering if this place is going out of business. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. I have a feeling he's doing this because this place has gone out of business, and chances are the people that work here don't give a fuck because they're probably out of a job soon. Spaghetti? Okay. Welcome, Mija. But yeah, this place looks like it's closing down, and so my guess is it's a skeleton crew. They don't fucking care. That's probably why he's getting away with it on this one. God, I'm getting sick watching this.
His entire page is a POV you're unemployed and want to stay unemployed because it's going to be really hard to obtain a job after this. But I guess to counter that point, there are people like Jumane who did this while working at Subway.
I don't know how I got to this point in my life.
And he somehow landed multiple jobs after that, and also landed that Subway job after this video.
Friday, CVS. We don't support none of this right here. Get out of there.
What the fuck?
So I guess people...
Jesus Christ! Guy's a psycho. What the fuck? I don't know. He's probably got like 6 followers. And he thinks that doing this will gain him more or something. Yeah. Like, pretty soon, if they don't already, job interviews are going to include, job applications are going to include, okay, put down all of your social media accounts. Which sucks because it's like, that's a gross invasion of privacy, but we're getting to the point where employers are going to want to know, do you have a TikTok account? Do you do IRL streaming on Twitch or YouTube? Do you have a YouTube channel? Like, we're getting there. Do not be surprised if shit like this continues to happen and continues to escalate. Do not be surprised if employers start requiring you to disclose any like social media accounts so they can check it, and if you refuse, then they'll either not hire you or they'll fire you if they discover you have a social media account after having been hired that you didn't disclose. Yeah. Well, an anime guy? Yes, you are 100% correct. However, I could see corporations lobbying Congress, at least in the United States. Let me preface that, at least in the United States. I could see corporations lobbying for exemptions for this, for employment because of this kind of stuff. Because if it gets to the point where, you know, hiring someone is potentially like putting a bomb into your business because they could trash it at any time for views, I could see them lobbying for something like that. Because it's like, how can you weed people out if you don't, how can you try to avoid someone that's going to try and destroy your business for views? I mean, it's not a good thing. Let me preface that. It's not a good thing that companies may try and require you to disclose any social media. That's not a good thing. But at the same time, when you have people like this, I can actually kind of understand why they would want to make it a requirement. Because they don't want to hire someone who's going to destroy their business just for views on their TikTok or on their YouTube channel or something. I can kind of understand that, which really fucking sucks. Because no one should have to give up their social media information to apply for a job. No one should. I mean, it's a rock and a hard place kind of situation. And that's largely because the people that are doing this on social media are not facing consequences. They're not. Like both of these two guys, they, every time they do it, lock them up. Put them in handcuffs. Yeah. Yeah, but you know what? Maybe it's necessary, our house guest. Remember that video we watched of the TikTok doc who was dancing with that woman's back flesh or stomach flesh? I mean, seriously, it's absolutely, this is getting out of fucking control. And I don't have a solution. I don't. If I had a solution, I would not be streaming on Twitch. If I had the solution is I would be streaming on Twitch. I'd be a much smarter person than I already am, and I'd be doing some other genius work instead of, broadcasting on Twitch as an anime gecko. How did that get? What? Oh, anime guy, are you talking about the doctor who was doing the dances on TikTok with the patient's like flesh that Charlie was talking about? Honestly, that's right, because that was not on TikTok. That was pre-TikTok. That doctor did that pre-TikTok. It was before TikTok came out. I forget what the service was that was used, but that was pre-TikTok. Yeah, it looked like, and 6, that was not a he, that was a she. That was a female doctor that was doing that. Yeah.
People like Jumane give hope to this guy.
No, it wasn't
if you
Vine, it was
really
something
aspire
else.
to be like Jumane. So I guess there is some hope for him job-wise when he gets out of prison, but it's a shame that these guys have just become burdens to society for some basic internet attention, because all of this guy's content is at random innocent people's expense.
Oh God, here we go again.
I'm so sorry for scaring you.
Let them have kids. Oh, who knows?
And now he's running. You notice out of all of it, look at how fast he's running. Because he didn't do it to an employee who can't fight back. Now he's running like a little bitch. Because he did it to a customer who will have absolutely zero problem with drilling his face 6 feet through the concrete. Now he's running like a little bitch, because that's what he is. He's a little bitch. Okay, I'll happily roll that. He walks into this restaurant.
I'm so sorry for scaring
Notice he's putting like Jaws music on top of it. No, he probably just knows this is a bunch of people with some rather fit-looking guys.
you.
Let them have kids. Oh, who knows?
Yeah, look at how fast he's running away. He's running like the cops are chasing him. Yeah, run him.
This dude is such a coward, and his
Yeah, because he knew that those 5 guys standing around there would have beat the ever-living fuck out of him. That's why he ran like a little bitch, because he is a little bitch. Just like all these little pranksters, they're little bitches that will run away the instant they get confronted, because they know they'll get the living shit kicked out of them if anyone steps up to them. But here's the funny part. He's posting it on TikTok. He's posting his face on TikTok. He obviously lives locally. How hard do you think it's going to be for those people to find him? Someone's going to know who he is. You think it's going to be hard to find him? Yeah. That's going to be the funny part. What's something funny related to Christmas, that enemy guy? Well, that's what I was saying. Second, he did like Jaws music when he first walked there. Maybe it was like Halloween music or something. Shooting to stab a man, oh. Yeah, I was like, yeah, like, you think a Marine is gonna care that you stab him? Please. Yeah, like, social media is giving people such brain rot, it's not even funny. Like, they think that if they post on social media, it's like an immunity thing. Like, that can't be used against them in court for their crimes. Or that people are not gonna use that to hunt them the fuck down when they do shit like what this guy's doing.
time is coming. It's a desperate attempt to cash in on being a burden to society. The only problem is there's no money in what he's doing. None of his videos are monetized. So the only upside is attention on the internet, with the downside being thrown in prison, or even worse, if he actually does this to the wrong person.
Yeah, so he's a sociopath. He is a sociopath. Yeah, absolutely, Walter. Absolutely. I mean, with that last one, as soon as he did it, he went full, full drug dealer running from the cop sprint. He's obviously done it before, so he knows how to run away from trouble. So it's probably not his first rodeo. The fuck?
There's nothing like filming yourself committing battery with a cake. I hope this guy
Wait, what? What?
There's nothing like filming yourself committing battery with a cake. I hope this guy sees this video, presses charges, and sues him. But his latest video
So I'm guessing Atozi maybe put, I don't know. I'm guessing what he did, maybe he got, he must have done something, but I'm guessing when Atozi probably first uploaded the video to YouTube, YouTube may have, hit it with, a community guideline thing, so maybe he had to alter it and put in the Barney thing instead? Maybe? That's the only thing I can think of.
is a bit of a pivot, as he's now claiming he committed arson for clout. So I actually did just delete this video before I could download it, but essentially someone threw like an improvised explosive device at someone's door at night in Arizona, and he's essentially claiming that he did it. This is his new way to gain clout. I don't believe he did this because one would at least hope he's not this stupid, but I think this is like a pivot of, haha, look, I've done all these crazy things, so now I'm going to start taking or claiming that I did even crazier things, and people are going to believe it for clout. And then it's lower risk content for him because he doesn't have to go out and commit a felony. He's just claiming he did a felony. Naturally, people are just rooting for his downfall by telling him to make more and more of these videos. And he also came out today and said, hey, the ice in the fryer video, that's CGI. Yeah, I'm pretty
Sure it is.
sure even a first grader would realize that's complete BS, but clearly only Einstein can compete with his IQ levels. I don't know. It's just bottom of the barrel content. It is truly a race to the bottom. He's the TikToker equivalent of a lot of these IRL streamers. We've seen this play out multiple times. The content creator that's doing this kind of content either ends up
Anime guy absolutely was not. That was not CGI. That was, he's probably feeling heat coming down on him. And that's him trying to deflect. Maybe trying to, trying to maybe post something that his lawyer can use to defend him in court. Something like that.
up in jail, prison, or not with us anymore because they end up meeting the wrong person. Or I guess the final option or the best option for this creator would be quitting while they're ahead and just trying to move on with their life, deleting their social media existence because maybe that'll give them better odds of getting a decent job. Unfortunately though, because the internet has saved everything, those videos are going to be haunting him forever. One can only hope that this guy finds a more productive way to seek validation.
Yeah, even Atozi doesn't look convinced there. Oh dear God. Like, yeah, it is. TikTok is just, it's rot. Well, apparently, this was only posted a day ago, so apparently he hasn't.